Everyone thinks the rising sign is who they are, but it's not. It's not your personality, it's not your vibe, it's not your aesthetic. One way to look at your ascendant is to see it as your assignment. Assignment in this life, the role that you were cast to play. Rising sign is the role, and the rest of your chart is a script that you have to execute on that role. Let's say that you have a Sagittarius rising. You were born with the Sag rising. Life isn't asking you to sit still and find yourself. It's asking you to go out there and create yourself. A lot of astrologers will say stuff like, oh, you're a Sagittarius rising. It means you're optimistic, you love to travel, you've got a great big smile, you're spiritual, you're lucky, you're jovial, you're full of joy and all this other shit. I mean, it's cute, it's cool, but it's shallow, and it doesn't actually help you live your chart, which is the entire point of the content that I create. Let's pretend you were a client of mine and you had a Sagittarius rising. Here's what I would tell you. I tell you that you're here to expand because Jupiter is the planet that rules Sagittarius. I don't mean expanding just externally. I mean expanding your truth, your worldview, your path. And the only way to do that is to chase the fire. In Sagittarius, Jupiter is using fire to act in a dual way. You learn through movement, you learn through getting lost, and you learn the truth through discovering the things that are in contrast to that truth. It means that if you're standing still and you're playing small and you're stuck in roles that are keeping you small, you're gonna feel like something's always off. You're gonna feel like you're shrinking. The Sag isn't about finding peace through standing still, okay? It's about moving towards what lights you up. Even if you have no idea what's coming ahead, because that's the path for you. And once you keep that in mind and you look at it through that lens, you see the rest of your chart in a different light, and it makes other placements make more sense when you filter it through that Sag rising. What I'm trying to make is that if you don't know your rising sign, and if you don't know how it works or what it's asking you to do, you're gonna feel blocked. No matter how many readings you get, no matter how many times you look into your placements, no matter how many times you try to figure it out, you gotta know what that ascendant is asking you to do. Because when you do, you understand what the rest of your chart is asking you to do, and that's when everything makes sense, and that's when your placements that you have actually fall into place. It's hard to figure that out if you keep hearing the same surface level shit that doesn't actually help you use and understand your chart. And if you're tired of like the same surface level astrology, this pop astrology, this mainstream astrology that just gives you this feel-good stuff, but it doesn't actually tell you how to use your chart. You want to figure out how to use your chart, just send me a DM. When I do a reading, I just don't tell you what your placements mean, all right? I show you what your chart is actually trying to get you to do so that you finally feel like you're on the right track. If that's something you're interested in, just send me a DM. The sale that I'm running ends this week because I realize the amount of value you get from my reports are just way too high for the price that I charge. If you want your chart decoded top to bottom, the way that actually makes sense, send me a DM.